What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. We are in the Z06 again to talk about some of the most important mods, in my opinion, that you can do to a C8 Corvette Z06. So obviously, guys, I have roughly $70,000 in mods on this car, and out of that $70,000, not all of them are necessary. But we're going to go over the ones today that I feel are the most necessary to this particular platform. So let's start off with the Eventuri Intake. This was one of the very first performance mods I did to the car, and I'll be honest with you, it was almost night and day difference. Whenever I first put that on and drove it again right afterwards, it felt like an entirely new car. There was better throttle response, there was more power, and the best part is that the power came on earlier, so it made the car feel like it had more torque as well. And as you can hear, my second favorite mod on the car is going to be the Sport Cats. So Soul Performance Sport Cats on the car really woke it up. Between the Eventuri Intake and those Sport Cats, you get a great sound, but more importantly, you get added power. The car breathes a lot better, and overall just puts down the power like you kind of feel like it should have from factory. My third mod that I would go with, that pretty much has to be done to suit those other two, is the Solar Performance 91mm ported throttle bodies. Those helped drivability something insane. So once you put those on, everything felt like it responded better. Plus, they add power. They've been dynoed to add 15 horsepower out of just a ported throttle body. Now, obviously, there's two of them on this car, but still, that's extreme for a throttle body. So those three right there are going to be my big power makers for the car. So again, Eventuri Intake, Soul Performance Sport Cats, and the Solar Performance 91mm ported throttle bodies. Again, listen to this. How can you not love that sound? Speaking of the best mods for your car, check out this new product from GooLoo. This is actually a battery jumpstart pack that has a 4,000 amp peak current. It will start up to a 12-liter gas engine and a 10-liter diesel engine. That's freaking amazingly huge. You guys have seen things like this in the past. These are just battery jump packs that obviously jump your car. But this one is a little bit different. It does really large engines, and it does it in a pretty small form factor. So if you have a large diesel engine or even a large gasoline engine or even just a regular sized pretty large V8 engine, it doesn't matter. This will work, and it will do it consistently. So this will jump a completely dead battery and use roughly 10% to do so. Now, if that's not enough of a reason for you to buy it, there's more. This is the GooLoo GT4000S. It's one of the best units on the market because not only will it start your car, but it will also charge your accessories, and it will do it up to 100 watts. So if you have a MacBook or a laptop, a computer, a cell phone, anything you need charged on the go, this bad boy will not just jump your car, it will also charge your electronics. So why is that so crazy? Because this thing also has an optional 100 watt charging brick that will plug into the wall and charge this thing at 100 watts, which means this thing will go from 0 to fully charged in no time flat. But what if you don't want to spend any extra money on the power brick that plugs into the wall? Well, there's one that will plug into your car too, so you can keep this thing consistently charged, and it will still do it at that 100 watts. And this is exactly how you would plug the device into your car using the included car adapter charger. And as you can see on the screen itself, it is actually counting up to right at the 100 watt mark, meaning it is going to charge this thing incredibly fast, which is of course going to mean that you constantly have this device charged and ready to go. The other really great thing about this unit is that if you were ever stranded for any reason on the side of the road, it has an incredibly bright flashlight on the other end, and you can see just how bright this thing is. And also, it has different modes, so if you want to cycle through actual SOS signal modes here, this is something you can literally have flashing on the side of the road to let people know you need some help. Now, this is also a strobe to really catch people's attention if you really need that help. But either way, you got a bunch of different modes with the actual unit, and you have all kinds of connectivity in here, guys. So the micro USB for charging or outward charging of your cell phone, electronics, and stuff like that, 2 USB-A ports, which are both output ports. So you can have multiple items charging at the same time off of this guy. Or if you want to use it the way it's really meant to be used, you plug in the jumper cables right here, throw it on your car battery, and it will literally jump from completely dead to fully ready to go in about 10 to 12% battery. So you can literally jump roughly 8 to 10 cars in one charge on this thing. So my vehicle doesn't need to be jumped currently, but if it did, the process is as easy as this. Positive terminal first, negative terminal second. The unit powers on, and you can see right there, it is ready to jumpstart. It's literally that simple. So once again, guys, the GooLoo device is really the battery jump pack that you want. It is going to not have any problems jumping any kind of size vehicle you throw at it. It's got the emergency built-in flashlight. It charges insanely fast, and you can save 10% on it by using code HPO. And that's on the package that comes with the 100-watt brick power charger for your house as well. And that code will be good until August 8th, so about a month from today, guys. So make sure you jump in on this thing. This is one of the best built ones I've seen yet. It's going to jump, like I said, any kind of size car you have, and it's going to be able to provide charge for all of your accessories, even outside of just jumping the car. This is great for any kind of off-roading, any kind of road trips, anything you take that could possibly end in disaster. This thing will cover you. So again, guys, HPO will save you 10%. Check it out. Links in the description down below. Anyway, moving on. My next favorite mod for the car that I feel like you pretty much have to get if you get a car like this is going to be XPEL. So paint protection film. If that's not on your mod list, definitely make sure you do put it on there, especially if you're going with a darker color like black or any of the deep blues, because you will regret it if you don't. I've had this car now, like I said, 2 years, 12,000 miles, and that's me driving it in Pennsylvania with some of the worst roads on the planet. And the car still looks brand new, and it's because of that PPF. Paint protection film, ceramic coating, those two will make sure your car is constantly looking brand new. Now, on top of that, I also went with a different set of wheels. This is something, if you're an appearance kind of guy, wheels matter a lot. And the way that the offset is set up on these particular Forgelite SV00 wheels definitely fits the car exactly like you would want it to on a supercar. And the wheels themselves made such a gigantic difference on this car. It was incredible. So those are going to be my two real big exterior must-have mods, because without those two things, the car just does not look as good. Now, the third exterior mod that's, I barely want to put it in the mod list because it costs almost nothing, is to lower the car. My car does have a front end lift, and because it does, I needed to use the collars from Paragon Performance to get that front end down. But with that said, I still have access to a 2-inch lift, so I can go anywhere I want in Pennsylvania, and that says a lot because the roads here suck. Then the rear was lowered down with just coilover wrenches for free. So with that said, I've achieved quite a beautiful stance on the car, and that's it. 3 appearance mods that are going to change the look of your car, 3 performance mods that are going to change the performance of your car, but there's more. There's a secondary appearance mod category because it's not quite the same as just being able to see the car, and that's going to be engine bay dress up. And these are where some of my favorite mods come into play, because these are mods that everybody sees at the car shows. So when you pop your hatch and everybody comes over, literally I get crowds around the rear of this car asking me where I got this, where I got that. And the majority of the parts are carbon fiber. So the 3 pieces back there that I think do the most to really get people's attention are going to be pretty much all carbon fiber. But the first one is the large piece, 3-piece carbon fiber that covers up the otherwise really boring, dead-looking plastic in the engine bay. And it's all carbon fiber. There's a piece on the left, right, and on the center that really finishes off the engine bay in carbon fiber. All this stuff, guys, all going to be linked down below as well if you want to get any of these mods. That's one of the biggest ones. That's going to make the biggest difference back there. But the second one is going to be the carbon fiber X brace. Now, at first glance, this is going to look like the OEM carbon fiber X brace, but it's actually not. It's the same company that made the first piece we talked about, so all of the carbon back there is going to match. So the X brace really helps take the car to the next level because it looks awesome, but it also has some performance to it as well. It stiffens up the chassis by around 5%. So you do feel a little bit of a difference with the rear end being a little bit tighter. Now, the third carbon fiber mod back there that really just helps take this thing over the hump, basically, is going to be the triangular engine bay appearance package carbon fiber, which again is provided by the same manufacturer. So it's not going to look yellow or golden the way that GM's does. This is all going to match. It's all going to be a nice gray black color combination, and it looks fantastic, as you can see here. So those are 3 engine bay kind of dress up pieces that I think really added to it. So we have 3 performance mods, 3 exterior appearance mods, and 3 engine bay mods that have basically summed everything up here, guys, with an added bonus I'm going to throw in here of the magnetic paddle shifters. You guys knew I was going to have to mention these. I mean, listen to these things. Whenever I go on and hard, I mean, who doesn't like that sound? And again, downshift. It's immediate, and it takes out the slop of the stock plastic shift paddles. Even though the paddle itself is carbon fiber, the internals are all plastic. So this is all aluminum, and the travel is less than half of what it used to be. So when you want a quick, crisp shift, you get it, and it's amazing. It makes you feel like you're shifting faster, even though you're not. So guys, that's it. Those are the mods that I think you should have on a C8 Corvette Z06. And all of them are going to make your experience much better, faster, nicer looking, and just more attention grabbing. So if you liked anything I mentioned in this list, guys, check it out in the description down below. You'll be able to find everything linked down there to, like I said, make your car look even better. So if you liked it, smash the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet, guys. And as always, you stay obsessed. Stay obsessed.